What's going on? What's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? Welcome to episode 105 of the Overnighter live stream slash podcast and all of that good stuff. Helping you get through your work week and into the weekend, man. Super happy to be here with y'all tonight. Took a week off last week. Was down in Puerto Rico, had a fantastic time, down there with my lady friend, girlfriend, the woman, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we was having a good time, having a good time, man. Basking in the hot ass sun. Seeing the sights, did a Bacardi tour down there, man. It was fun. It was a good time, man. But I am excited. I'm excited to be back with y'all. Excited to get into tonight's show. And man, we got a nice little show lined up for y'all, of course. We got some It Really Be Your Own Kids. We got some quick hits. We got to talk about Blueface and his mama, but man, the main topic, hey, look, I'm feeling sorry for a lot of folks out here, man, because the dating pool has got all kinds of just feces in it. And it's a contribution from both sides. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know the women love to say that, the men are just, if the men are taking a number one in the dating pool, then the women have definitely got to be taking a number two in the dating pool. And we will get into that. And I also got another Kendra G video that we will be reacting to tonight. So if you haven't already, man, please make sure you go ahead and like the stream as you go ahead and come on up in here and all of that good stuff. So let's see. Before we get started here, Yachty say, hey, Lady P is fertile. Hey, yeah, no, Lady P is fertile. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta be careful dealing with Lady P. A nigga might just breathe on Lady P and she just get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Man, so you hate when they dyed their hair blonde? Yeah. I mean, look, yeah, I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that. Cause we definitely see the women on the other side, they got all kinds of different color hair on their side, pink, red, purple, yellow, orange, He said it should be episode 109. It probably at this point, it probably should be 109. But you know what? Hey, we getting there. We getting there. All right. So man, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see. Lady P say she want to have a podcast of your own, as you should. Do it. Why not? Because I'm just some random dude on the internet that y'all come through and chill with and kick it with. We'll definitely come through and support. Y'all say even the studs, they are getting tired of y'all. The studs are getting tired of y'all. You know what I'm saying? As evidenced by the studs that I played from a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jay Blight, we'll be here. Good brother. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Do what you got to do, man. But, let's go ahead and get into it, man. We're going to kick it off with some It Really Be Your Own Kids. Because, the one thing about kids, man, is they going to be honest. And they going to let you know how they feeling. One way or the other. They going to ask questions. They going to clown. They going to troll you. And what are you going to do when that happens? You know what I'm saying? So We got this first one here, man, and this young man, he's gonna ask a very particular question. One that I thought was just whoa, hold on now. One that I just thought was hilarious because I got some of the same questions. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right. Here we go, man. Young man. Let's see. Let me maximize that right. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Pepper.
Now y'all ain't catch it the first time.
Are you shaped like a green pepper?
Yo, look at him though. My man is definitely shaped like a green bell pepper. Look, man, if a little kid ever said that to me, do you know how quick I would be joining somebody's gym, getting a gym membership and trying to get this shit under control? Because this is not a good look for any man to be shaped like this. Okay? It's not a good look.
Are you shaped like a green pepper?
A green pepper though. Like, yo, most kids don't even know they fruits and vegetables like that. But for you to point out a specific vegetable such as a green pepper, and this is and to zoom in on them though, like it's not a good look. My man is built. He badly built. Okay, and I mean it's no reason for this. So man, I hope my man took this as inspiration and motivation to get in the gym. All right, and to change up the eating habits, because I'm sorry, man. The minute that I would not be able to see my D, okay, is the moment where like you got to get it together. Cause when is the last time he seen his dick? Like, let's be for real. If it ever got to that point, or you know, if I'm getting it in and I got to put my stomach on my lady, like, man, that's diabolical, man. That's diabolical, you know. So yeah, man, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Okay, definitely gotta do better. All right, let's see. Here we go, man. Next one, it be your own kids. It really be your own kids. All right, let's see, man. Again, I be trying to tell y'all week after week, man. Fathers are important for kids. You know what I'm saying? They are definitely important, and fathers are important because your father's gonna tell you, hey, you just got to do the shit yourself. You know, sometimes there is no sugarcoating, there's no coddling. It's just you gotta put your big boy drawers on and do what it is that you need to do, and do what it is that you gotta do. All right. So this next clip here. All right. Next clip we got here. All right, so the caption reads, "One thing I'm gonna do is help my son until his daddy found out and moves me out the way to let him do it himself because he can." All right, let's see. Here we go.
The kids, why is your mama moving that stick?
Be careful, step up.
It has wheels for a reason.
I mean, he said he couldn't wheel it because it was too heavy.
And he will never get strong enough if you keep doing it, Paul. Wheel that thing in there. Pull. Pull.
You okay? You got it.
Yeah, first comment reads, get the fuck out the way and let the father.
The kids, why is your mama moving that sticker?
Like, first off, son, you ain't even got to pick it up. Only thing you got to do is just grab it by the handle and just wheel it on up in there. Just like the video that we watched from a couple weeks ago where, you know, someone else was like, yo, the boy needed all kinds of support. Like, no, you just need to handle it, because guess what, man, as you get older, as you become an adult, there's some times in life where you just gotta put your big boy drawers on and handle shit, and this was one of those situations.
Be careful, step up.
It has wheels for a reason.
I mean, he said he couldn't wheel it.
Mama said he couldn't wheel it. Now mom's gonna go through with the excuses and try to, you know, soothe him in the moment, which is what I said a couple weeks ago. But the father is gonna look at the big picture of things. The father is gonna be like, nah, he needs to do this. There is nothing wrong with letting your child struggle a little bit, because how else are they going to learn if you don't allow them to get out here and struggle just a little bit?
Because it was too heavy.
And he will never get strong enough if you keep doing it for him. Wheel that thing in there. Pull.
Come on. He
Pull.
can do it. Yeah, move. Move. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Pops on that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he can will it in there. He doesn't need mom's help. And that's how women end up running into guys that essentially they don't want. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the type of men that women are raising, you know. But nevertheless, man, let's get into the next one. It really be your own kids. All right. So the parents on this one, all right, the parents want to blame Uber for taking their son to the airport and demand that Uber come up with stricter guidelines. But for me, I'm gonna put it on the parents, because how were y'all able to let this shit happen? All right. So let's see. So let's get into it. All right. So shaking my head, parents demand stricter rideshare rules for minors after their 11-year-old son with autism was found in a TSA line after taking an Uber to the airport, told police he was trying to fly to Japan. Come on, man. My man was trying to get up out of here.
Jesus.
My man was trying to get up out of here. All right. Let's see. Let's get into it. We got my man right here with his check bag, and he ready to go. Let's go. Let's get it. Here we go.
This video shows 11-year-old Jamel Johnson getting into an Uber at 5:55 a.m. without any parent supervision. His parents say they woke up in a panic when they realized their son, who has autism, wasn't at home.
It was a feeling I wouldn't want any other mother, father, parent, brother, sister, aunt, uncle to ever experience. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know where my son was.
When they checked their security camera, they saw the black car pull up and their son get in with a suitcase.
At that point, you know, we're literally in frantic mode at that point.
When Jamel's dad called his missing phone, Port Authority police at JFK answered.
And they had found him because he was trying to get on he was on the TSA line.
I wanted to go to freaking Japan.
The parents say their son has autism, and running away from home isn't uncommon with kids on the spectrum, but they're angry at how far an 11-year-old got without anybody stopping to question him.
He looks like a child. Why would you let him get in your car and pull off?
Uber itself needs to be more mindful of not just allowing anyone to get into their vehicles.
The Port Authority said in a statement to News 12 that the boy was found by staff around 6:30 a.m. at JFK's Terminal 1. Police took him to their post, had emergency services check him out, and found him to be fine.
It was not scary. I feel worse, nervous, but I'll be fine. I was thinking I'll be fine.
You know, this could have been a different story. This could have ended totally
Man, he his daddy's son. He looked just like his daddy.
different.
Uber has a strict no minors policy unless they're with an adult. It's unclear why Jamel was allowed to get into the Uber on his own. We reached out to the rideshare and are waiting for more information, but the Johnsons are in touch with their trust and safety department. In Valley Stream, Nassau County, Johnnie Ray Gartner, News 12.
All right, you know what I'm saying? The parents want to demand stricter rideshare policies, but first off, before you blame Uber, can we take a look in the mirror? Can we take a look in the mirror? How do you allow your son to be able to book a ride, book a Uber? He booked the Uber, jumped in the Uber, and made his way all the way to the airport, and y'all had no clue, no idea. Personally, I'm not going to blame Uber on this because, you know, as someone who has done Uber, driven Uber and whatnot, you know, there are instances where, you know, minors, you know, kids do take Uber to school. Most of the time whenever I did Uber and I was driving kids, it was mostly to school. I've never driven a kid to the airport, but it doesn't seem like it would be out of the ordinary, especially in 2026. So I don't know, man. Like, don't blame Uber for the fact that y'all were lacking in your parenting skills. But let's see what the comments got to say though. Because I'm not gonna blame the Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. They need an angel sense. Parents are negligent. Don't blame Uber. He probably used their phone and account to order the Uber. Okay, Uber, that's crazy. Bit parents, why y'all don't have the same type of alarm on the door or something? Come on. Parents are responsible for their own kids, not Uber. Why they didn't notice he was gone? Okay? Nah. Uber Black and Japan? Yo, my man did get the Uber Black, though. He did get the Uber Black. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes something tells me he knew exactly what he was doing and his parents weren't paying attention. In my opinion, Uber isn't to blame. Parents use rideshare services for their kids every day. Take this man to Japan before he do it again. Yeah. I would like to hear little man out because I felt this. Get me out of here. Look, I'm like, and again, people will definitely try to use their kids, you know, their child's disability as a way to like kind of take them off the hook. But if you know your child has said disability, why would you give them the opportunity to be able to book a complete flight to Japan? I don't know. I mean, well, clearly he didn't book the flight to, well, I don't know. Well, he just got to the airport. He got in line. I don't know how he thought he was gonna get to Japan with no plane ticket. But either way, that shit is crazy, man. Look, man, you cannot blame Uber for your lack of, you know, awareness as a parent. So, you know, that's just my opinion on it. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think on this one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got the homie Jamar in the building. What's good? That man, he had his father's phone. Yeah. OG say what's good, people. We got OG in the building. We got the bearded chief in the building. What's good? You know what I'm saying? Jay Blight say he back in the building. Man, glad to see y'all up in here, man, after taking a week off, man. You know what I'm saying? Had a good time in Puerto Rico, but now it's time to lock in and get focused for the remainder of the year, man. So, man, let's go ahead and get into this next one, man. Is mom wrong? You know what I'm saying? We got It Really Be Your Own Kids. We got 2 more videos here for It Really Be Your Own Kids. And then we're going to take another little shot ski here before we get into some quick hits. So please make sure you go ahead and like the stream. All right. So please make sure you like the stream. The likes are for the free 99 for the free ski. All right. So y'all let me know, man, if the mom is wrong in this situation here. All right. So let's see. Here we go. Got to get my narration on. Y'all know how we like to do over here with the narration. Here we go. Am I wrong for making my daughter's friend pay for the $200 steak she ordered? My daughter turned 16 last weekend, and for her birthday, she wanted to take her 4 best friends to a high-end steakhouse. I agreed to host and pay for the dinner, but I explicitly told my daughter to let her friends know that they are only allowed to order the regular steaks on the menu. At the restaurant, everyone ordered steaks of $40 to $50 range except for the 4th friend who ordered the $200 steak. Damn. I gently told her that was off limits, but she said she doesn't eat the regular steak, and this is what her parents get her then she went ahead and ordered anyway. My daughter was signaling to me to just let her have it and not make a scene, so I let it go. When the bill came, I asked the waiter to split the check, and I handed the bill for her $200 steak. She stared at it, started crying when saying she didn't have the money for it. I told her to call her parents to pay the bill that I wasn't paying. She had to call her mom to read her credit card number over the phone to the waiter. Now her parents are blowing up my phone, calling me a bully who publicly humiliated a child. My daughter isn't speaking to me, while my wife said I should have just let it go to keep the peace. Am I the asshole? Oh my God. Now look, I'm gonna let y'all know off top. Me personally, I don't think that that he's wrong. And I got it mixed up because apparently this was definitely the father that took them out and not the mother, if I'm not mistaken. Now her parents are blowing me up. My daughter isn't speaking to me, while my wife said I should have just let it go to keep the peace. Yeah. Look, I told y'all from the jump, you can order the standard steaks. What kind of steak are you trying to get? You trying to get the filet mignon? You trying to get the 30-day aged ribeye on the bone? You trying to get the bone-in ribeye for $200? You trying to get the ribeye they got the gold flakes on it with Salt Bae pouring the salt over the steak? Like, what are we doing? Oh, but that's the steak that you get when it's you and your parents. Well, guess what? I ain't them. And I already done told you that you can get the $40 to $50 range. Now, if I was about to go to a high-end steakhouse and I was getting a meal for free, and who I went with, they told me that, hey, this is what's in the budget, then I'm going to stick within the $40 to $50 range. I'm not going to be out here saying that, you know, I can't fuck with that, and I gotta get the $200 steak. Oh, the audacity, the entitlement. And then when the bill came, yeah, I bet she did start crying. And for the other parents, I think that it's a damn shame that the other parents are trying to shame the father for making them pay the bill, because I've already set the boundary from the offset. It's not like I told them from the beginning that they can order anything that they want, and now that the bill comes, oh, now all of a sudden I'm telling your daughter that, I'm not paying for the $200 steak. They already knew from the jump. So me personally, I don't think the parent is wrong. All right. I'm going to get to the comments, and then I'm going to come back to y'all here in a second. All right. So first comment reads, I would have canceled her order and instructed her to order from the regular menu, as did the other kids. I wouldn't have let it go that far. I would have also spoken to the child's parents. No, however, I would have let the waiter know up front what the boundaries for the kids were. The steak never should have been ordered or prepared. Okay. Call me crazy, but I wouldn't host a birthday dinner at a place where a $200 steak is on offer and then specify what people can and can't order. Solve the problem as an adult without anyone being upset. My rebuttal to that is the fact that, hey, I've already set the boundaries, okay? All right. Unless you got the $200 to pay, then hey, order whatever it is that you want. Someone else said have her call her parents before ordering to make sure they are aware they'll be paying for a $200 steak. I bet they would have said hell no to the no. You're the paying adult. You talk to the waiter. That's handling things as a mature adult. So, I don't know. Is she basically saying that the father still should have paid for the steak? I don't know. But all right. I think everybody in here is on the father's side on this one, or on the parent's side. Because, I don't know, man. We live in all kinds of partnerships and everything. Who knows? Who knows if this was, a father or maybe another partner. I don't know. But all right. But let's see. Let me see what y'all got to say here in the chat, man. Because again, like I said, that shit is crazy. Let's see. Bruh, why you ain't let's see. Why you ain't post the food or drinks from PR if you can't post women? I did post some food and drinks from Puerto Rico. You just might not have been on the stories. But I got footage though. I got footage. I'll be putting it out. Yeah, I was in Puerto Rico. Yeah. As a precursor to being a passport, bro. Hey, yeah, I know, right? Let's see. $200 steak. He say, man, does it stroke you? Hey, I would like to know the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, no, ain't wrong. OG say F that steak. The balls on that kid. The audacity. You know what I'm saying? Bearded Chief, like, the audacity is insane. Let's see. Jamar said, I would have hit her with, I said what I said, or you can eat ice. The waiter would not have left until she ordered the $40 to $50 steak. Facts. Yeah, facts. All right. Would have made her eat chicken fried steak. God, dog. I'd have told the waiter to switch greedy Gus steak with my, okay. All right. I would have quietly said and changed it to the $40 steak. How would she know the difference? Okay, how would she know the difference between the $40 to $50 steak and the $200 steak? And I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know it's people out here that got money, and everything, but I mean, taking your family out and everybody ordering a $200 steak, mama, father, daughter, that's $600 right there on just steaks. Man, ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that, man. Ain't nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying? We got my cousin in the building. We got Mary up in here. What's going on? And yes, I am back. Safe and sound, man. And I'm up in here with y'all tonight, man. And I'm super excited to be back and to get back into a routine, man. Get back into the routine. All right. So let's see. Lady P said, if not, send back half of the tab. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, that shit is crazy. All right, that shit is crazy. All right, let's see. We got one more quick hits here, and then got one more. It really be on kids, and then we're gonna get into some quick hits here. All right. So, man, if you're doing like me, if you're pouring up at the crib, man, go ahead and get a little shot ski ready. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely about to pour another little shot after this last It Really Be Your Own Kids, man. So, I wanted to put these two clips in sequential order because, I think we're all in agreement that the parent, the father, or whoever was not wrong in this situation. But then comes the question of, when, as, adult children, should they become independent? Because I talk about this frequently on the live stream, how, we handicap kids a lot of times. We allow them to, stay in the house, not let them, get out and spread their wings and fly, and, allow them to fail, some controlled failure, them being able to rely on you in case, shit gets tough. But as long as they out here trying to make some things happen, then hey, I'm gonna be here for you. But what I see a lot of times is because people have told you that kids' frontal lobes are not developed until after 25, then that's justification for them to continue to stay in your house, for them to eat up all your groceries, for them to run up your light bill, for them to not put nothing on the light bill, the phone bill, no rent, no mortgage, no nothing. You just letting your kids be up in the house and just letting them be bums and shit. And I'm sorry, like I don't know, man. I find issue with not allowing your kids to go out here and spread their wings and fly. Because I mean, as an older millennial and going off to college, I already knew, like, when I went off to the best HBCU in the world, North Carolina A&T State University, I knew that I was not coming back home, okay? By any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be out here fucking around. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to stay on point with my grades. I'm staying up here at this dorm. And, in the summertime's cool. But then whenever I was able to get my own place, I was not trying to come back home and live with my mama because I enjoyed having that sense of independence. But, you see now with a lot of Gen Z, they don't want to drive. They don't want to have their own car. They want their parents to drive them around. They want Uber to drive them around. They want to stay at the house, because they claim that they can't go out here and make it when, hey, look, when we was growing up, shit, we got a couple roommates. Me personally, hey, with the homies that I had, they went off and did their own thing. You know what, man? Look, before I play this last video, I was kind of mad at my niggas from undergrad, right? Because I thought the plan for the four of us was to find a place, an apartment for the four of us to pay rent and, you know, we all live together. But these niggas went off and got their own 3-bedroom apartment. And I was like, oh, damn, that's how niggas is doing it. All right, bet. And you know what? That was probably the best thing that ever could have happened for me. Because my senior year of college had a 1-bedroom, lived by myself, and I absolutely loved it. I could walk around naked. I could have whoever I wanted to up in the spot and do my thing. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, and ever since then I said, yo, I can never have a roommate. But nevertheless, let's get into this last quick hits here, man. I mean, it really be your own kids here. At what point, and then I'm coming back to y'all in the chat, all right? At what point should adult children become independent? All right. Because if you still letting Krusty and Dusty motherfuckers live in the house and they had them 25 and up, like, man, we got to do something about that. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Pay your bills. You should be able to get to and from work with no problem. And the only thing that you really should need your parents for is moral support and maybe some groceries every now and then. Okay. But when you fall on hard times, if you have been a good kid to your mom and dad and they allow you to come back home, it should be some boundaries. But if that child not doing nothing, they not saving their money, they not being responsible, they not helping out around the house, I feel like you got to start turning up the heat, make it uncomfortable for them. My mama made me uncomfortable before I turned 18 to move out of her house. That's why I moved out at 18. So if you can't have no company, you can't have no girls, no boys in your house, you got to be in the house by 12 o'clock and you 21 years old, and that's, who coming in the house at 12? You know, like, you got to get out. My mama, country. You can't be laying in that room all day. You need to get up out that bed. And when you get out the bed, you need to make the bed up. And don't be sitting on top of them covers. And I don't want my phone ringing. Do not come in my door. My screen door is going to be locked by this time. So if you're not here by that time, you can't come in. If your kid is uncomfortable at home, that's motivation. That's going to get them to get up, get a job, stack their money, and get out. You should be able to pay your bills.
You gotta make the kids uncomfortable. Shout out to her, man. You gotta make your adult kids uncomfortable, because if you're gonna continue to live under my roof, these are the rules and guidelines. Okay. Now, if you don't want to live by these rules and guidelines, then hey, by all means, go out here and spread your wings and fly. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what they saying over here in the comments, and then I'm gonna come over here to y'all in the chat. All right, let's see. LOL. Someone said only in black households. It's funny until your kids don't want to see you anymore. Okay, this logic is dangerous and sad. Probably somebody who living at their house with their mama right now. Pour into your kids to make them better adults. Jeez. Oh boy. This message went over everyone's head. It's about showing respect, saving your money, and being a productive young man / woman. She never said get out or pay all the bills. I made it uncomfortable for my adult kids, and now they barely speak to me and call me mean. That's because kids are sensitive. That's because Gen Z, look, man, we dealing with a whole nother generation of entitlement and sensitivity out here. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that again, but yeah, it's like that until they staying at somebody else's house every night. Then it's why you ain't coming home. Okay. Only young freeloaders will disagree and not understand. Facts. These kids are built different today. I wanted to leave at 18 and left. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't wait to get out of my mama house. I couldn't wait to get to college. Drop off my stuff in the dorm room and go. Okay? I was ready for that sense of independence, but kids these days do not want that at all. At all. Okay? Let's see. Y'all thinking y'all ate what this real is crazy. We the problem. Break the chains. Again, man, I ain't about to. This is really sad. First thing, you all let society tell you that 18 is an adult. Oh my God, yo. Again, man, we delay adulthood so much when people that came before us were having full-fledged families and working full-time jobs and businesses and things of that nature at these young ages, man. So and for real, a lot of teenagers be smelling themselves anyway and think they grown. All right, well, get out here and think you grown then. Get out here and think you grown. But let me see what y'all saying over here in the chat, man. Because again, I think that if you are being productive, like she said, if you're being productive, and you're in school and things of that nature, then yeah, I mean, hey, we can make allowance for that. But at the same time, there should be something in you that wants to leave the nest, okay? Especially as a young man. Like, any young man should want to leave their mama house, leave their parents' house, And as parents, we should be equipping our kids to be able to have some simple life skills, be able to put some shit in the microwave, be able to put some things in the air fryer, be able to wash a load of clothes, do their own laundry. Like, man, look, I don't know. Let me see what y'all saying though, man, because let's see. Here we go. Let's see. And fine. Man. Mary say, I'm preaching. There we go. There we go. Yeah, let these young kids go out here on their own, man. You gotta get out here and bump your head and find out that fat meat is indeed greasy. I think that for a lot of kids, man, they think that money just, and it's so fun. It's like, it's the unk that's coming out in me right now. It's the father that's coming out in me right now because, you find yourself saying shit that your parents used to tell you growing up. Y'all think money just grow on trees, and all the little sayings that our parents used to tell us. But yeah, I think that as you reach, adulthood, and I mean, here in America, hey, the legal age for adulthood is 18. You're able to go to the Army. You're able to drive a vehicle. You're able to do a whole bunch of things as a legal adult. And you know what? If you want to go out here and have your own place and do your thing, let's go. Let's do it. If you fall on hard times as a parent, you should be able to help your kids. But for you to just sit up in the crib and not do nothing and just be a bum, like, I'm not going for that. Not going for that. All right. Yeah, I mean, college or military. I mean, or trade. Or trade. Well, I mean, that's college too, but yeah. All right. So it's not wrong. I'm trying to get your shit together and get out with my sons. Yeah. Yeah. I was out the house at 17, officially, 15 unofficially. Yeah. Oh no, I hated the roommate in college. I was glad when she accidentally got pregnant and I had a single for the rest of the year. Yeah, nah, for real. Bro, I hate that new driving sticker that's on cars. You have to get your scars in the road. Hey, look, man. Look. You gotta get those scars, man. We so focused on just protecting our kids from all harm and danger, but it's like, man, they gotta go out here and make some mistakes. How else do you learn if you don't go out here and make some mistakes so that you know better? You know? So glad Juanita didn't do that for me. Hey, shout out to your mom. Hey, shout out to my mom too. You know? Uncomfortable doesn't work for my youngest. He different. However, remember how you treat them, because one day for sure you're going to need your kids again. I think I can agree with that. But I think, letting them go out here and spread their wings and bump their head under a controlled environment in which, you would be there to help your kids. I think that only helps them. I feel like if you just send your kids out here and you're not willing to help them if times get a little tough and shit like that, yeah. But again, man, look, character. People got to build up some character out here, some resilience. They got to build up some thick skin, man. I'm sorry, but I don't really think that a lot of kids out here really have that thick skin like that. If my kids hate me as adults, but they successful, hey, I succeeded. Facts. In the state of Texas, it's 16. Yeah, you legal at 16. All right, let's see. Here we go, man. All right, caught up on the comments here in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all for being up in here with me tonight, man. If you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead and like the stream. The likes are for free. That's the best way that you can help support your boy, as well as sharing the stream with a friend or two. Get them to come through on a Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? But I got another little shot poured up here, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Jay Blight. Congratulations to him on getting a new job and all of that good stuff, man. So cheers to y'all. And we're going to get into some quick hits. All right. So let's see. We're going to start this off on a little light note. I got a couple little funny joints before we really kind of deep dive into, some of the other topics that I have for tonight. So let's see. So for this first one here, I got it queued up over here. All right. Oh man. All right. And I think I showed y'all a couple weeks ago, the spicy bowls, people be eating in a wig and on the treadmill, and the candied, fruits and all of that. Well, I got one right here. I just had to kick it off like this, because I was like, man, you could tell, you know how you look at some women, especially white women, and you could tell, like, man, they don't date none but brothers. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Umar would be quite.
You don't find that suspicious? Okay? You don't find that suspicious?
But here we go, man. We got a woman here who's about to try some candied Kool-Aid pineapple. All right, here we go. Lord Jesus Christ.
I heard some candied Kool-Aid pineapples.
Mm-hmm.
Now look, y'all. Now, if y'all tell me that she date nothing but white men, now I'm gonna be like,
hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm literally just a girl.
She gonna let y'all know just how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's hitting. It's worth the hype.
What?
Let them see how it look once you bite it. Y'all see how that Kool-Aid went all the way through there? This is a candied Kool-Aid pineapple.
Diabetes. What is even the point in the pineapple?
And this ain't the only thing we're tasting. And it's definitely not the only thing we tasting. Y'all check this out. My girl getting I call this the very berry punch. Y'all pineapples don't look like this. Look how pretty they are. Don't come in that room. You don't hear that? You hear a pot rock in my mouth? Watch how pretty it is when she pull it out, y'all. Ooh, half strawberry, half berry. I call this very berry. Y'all see that? Speechless. That means it's just that good. What? I can't even get it out. I'm gonna taste the other side. Taste the other side, baby. Y'all get into it. The one and only. Let me show them that jar again. Y'all see that? That is half blue, half red, baby. Ain't nobody else doing it like that. Alrighty. Thank you, beautiful. Alrighty.
Y'all messing with it? Y'all getting y'all some? Hey, look, man. Y'all go ahead and put y'all order in, man. You know? Go ahead and put y'all order in. I mean, God, dog, boy. Hey, the diabetes is going crazy. The diabetes, okay, is ridiculous. All right, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was crazy enough. Like, look, Mary said, diabetes, exactly. The fruit already sweet, okay, just messed up the healthiness of the damn pineapple. What's the point? What's the point in even having the pineapple? You know what I'm saying? Jamar say, hey, I got some unkind things to say. Very unkind. All right, you know what I'm saying? But hey, look. I know your parents might have told you growing up, man, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Well, hey, look, man. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, please say it here. Please say it here. All right. We're not going to put those kind of restrictions on you. Oh, Lord. See, this is what I'm saying. Mary talking about her thick ass neck is a cardiac issue. Golly. Boy. Crazy. All right, man. All right, let's see, man. Here we go. Next quick hits here, man. Let me go live on IG real quick. All right. I don't even be going live on IG no more because I don't know. People don't be coming through, but it's all good. I'm gonna put it here, and I don't even be paying attention to people in the in the chat on IG. All right, let's see. Here we go, man. Let's get into to the next quick hits here, man. And you know, in this one, yo, I actually like when people can actually make fun of themselves, right? You know, because it's like, you know, what excuse do we have, you know, at the end of the day? I mean, whenever you have people out here that have clear physical disabilities and they're still out here, you know, making things happen. But if you know, actually have all 10 fingers and 10 toes and you're able to go out here and actually, you know, live a normal life, like what is your excuse, you know? So this next one that we're going to play here is exactly that. All right. So go ahead and get it queued up here. And if you're watching over here on the IG side of the game, come on over to YouTube. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Funny that you wear your watch on that end.
How would I get on the other one, you fucking genius?
If you committed a crime, it'd be really hard to get
I
away
do.
with. Everything you have is documented, you know what I mean? I'm pulling out my gun now.
At least I can walk.
Dude, you make walking look so hard. I've never done that. I think it's funny that you wear your watch on that hand.
How would I get on the other one, you fucking genius?
If you committed a crime, it'd be really hard to get
I
away
do.
with. Everything you have is documented, you know what I mean? I'm pulling out my gun now.
At least I can walk.
Dude, you make walking look so hard. I've never done that. I think it's
Oh man, like I say, man, I can appreciate when people can, just be in the moment, can make fun of themselves, and it be cool. Like, I mean, everybody's pretty much they know the obvious, they're stating the obvious, but if you can take your disabilities and monetize off of it and be able to laugh at yourself and make other people laugh and provide some kind of value, man, I think that's super dope. All right. All right, let's see. Let's get into this next quick hits here, man. All right, man. If you, ladies, man, y'all out here talking about all day how y'all strong, independent, y'all don't need no man, this, that, and the third, but somehow, some way, y'all end up finding yourselves in the midst of some of the craziest situations where if you actually had somebody, to help you out, you might not find yourself in this situation. All right, let's see. Here we go, man. Here we go. Pole dancing 101. Hey, look, ladies, if you're gonna be out here thotting it up and you wanna make sure that you're successful as a pole dancer, you might want to make sure that that the pole is actually secured. Okay. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Away from the pole, looking at that top wrist, and you can readjust the hand. Come on, dude!
Look at that. Look at that.
Away from the pole, looking at that.
Hey, look, she thought she was about to do some shit too. She thought she was really about to get up there.
Top wrist, and you can readjust the hand. Come on!
Yo, first off, she didn't even I mean, got the whole apartment flooded. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, first off, of all the places that you could have put your pole, you were not observant of your surroundings. I almost promise you, guarantee you, if you had a man that came through and helped you put up that pole, he would have told, hey, let's not put it right here next to the sprinkler, just in case if it gets a little loose and it's not secure. You don't want it to hit the sprinkler and then your whole apartment is freaking flooded. Okay, but her saying that she's strong, independent, don't need no man. We don't need men. Hear me, war. She decided to go ahead and put that stripper pole up, and this is the results. Got the smoke detector going off. Nice mirror, cracked, broken, flooded. God dog, boy. Hey. Man, she was in the privacy of her own apartment that she ain't pay for. That she ain't even pay for, man. Shorty did an interview on the radio down here about that. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, that's funny. What did she say? What did she say? Cause look, if okay, I'm gonna wait for your response. Yeah, she not getting that security deposit back at all. She not getting that security deposit back. I would be pissed living below her ass. Yo, cause you don't, I mean, yeah, she said she was upstairs. Yeah, cause I mean, where's the water gonna go? Golly. Yeah, it be your own neighbors. It be your own neighbors. Did she say I'm just a girl? She might have. Let's see. What did she say?
Away from the pole, looking at that top wrist, and you can readjust the hand.
Come on, dude! Oh, stupid! I'm so stupid!
Man, when Thotton goes wrong, boy. When Thotton goes wrong out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. That is crazy. All right. Man, yo, if I would have got some flooding and I was living up under her, yeah, I would be extremely upset and pissed as well. All right. So let's see. All right, man. Let's get into this next one here. Another little quick hits here, man. He lied about playing the piano. Now, you know, certain guys be out here fronting the women. They be out here really selling them a dream. They be out here telling women that, you know, that they got a rap album on the way. They be telling women that, you know, they can sing. They telling them that they can play instruments and this, that, and the third. Well, we're gonna see this man here who's gonna go on my man Malik. I forgot his last name. I'm about to pull it up here, but I guess he told the young ladies, he told the women that he could play the piano, and we gonna see him get down on the piano real quick. Oh, let's see. Hold up. Let's see. Hold up. Let's see. Let me. Okay, because I had this one up under. All right, listen. Let me find it real quick. This joint had me rolling. Oh man, she got her feet out. Hold up. Okay. All right. Where we at? Okay. All right, let's see. Here we go, man. Let me go ahead and cue it up. All right, let's see. Here we go, man. He lied about playing the piano in front of the women. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Oh, hey, you might play so great they might forget about the 4 kids, gang. Let me see. I'm trying to correct.
No reason.
All right, let me see. Let me hear something, man.
Let me see. It's always a problem finding them starting notes.
Shit, hold on. I gotta find these started notes. I usually like read the music on the thing. Turn this shit on real quick.
Hey, just go back on the couch, gang. I got you. Hey, bro. Hey.
Oh my God, man. Yo.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Yo, my man said, "Look, man, it's the beginning notes. It's the beginning notes that I have a hard time
Hey,
finding."
you might play so great, they might forget about the 4 kids, gang. Let me see. I'm trying to correct.
No reason.
All right, let me see. Let me hear something, man.
Let me see. It's always a problem finding them starting notes. Shit, hold on. I gotta find these started notes. I usually like read the music on the thing. Turn this shit on real quick.
Hey, look, man, you know you only got a certain time limit to impress black folks, because black folks gonna clown you. If you come on somebody's live stream or whatever, man, it don't matter if it's a live stream. Back in the day, we had the Apollo. You only have a few seconds to grab the people's attention and get them on your side. And if you talking about you struggling trying to find the starting notes, like, bruh, it's a wrap. And now we got to start.
Stop the cap.
We got to start asking. We got to start saying shit like "stop the cap." You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, God,
Jesus,
dog, boy. Oh man, my man was out here struggling, boy. All right, man. Let's get to this next quick hits here, man. Let's see. Seconds. I'm trying to tell you, Mary, you got seconds to get melanated folks on your side. If you can't get black folks on your side in the first, 30 seconds, niggas gonna give you about 30 seconds. And after the 30-second mark, if you ain't got there, oh yeah, nah, man. Hey, hey, they gonna be hitting this horn right here. They gonna be like, hey, they'll be like, hey man, get him up out of here. Get him up out of here, man. I mean, unless you've built an audience and people who rock with you, they gon' rock with you through some of the struggle stages like y'all have with me. I mean, y'all have tuned in consistently. I mean, we at 105 episodes and y'all have tuned in from the beginning through, the struggle streaming, I mean, can't get my camera right, can't get the sound right, internet slow. Like now we kind of got a little system and we doing all right. We doing all right. So, but I mean, but if you dealing with some black folks that's just strangers and you can't get it just like that, yeah, bro. Hey, we get you up out of here quick. We gonna get you up out of here quick. You know what I'm saying? Sandman tapping his. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He go. Sandman gonna make his way and get you up out of there quick. Okay. All right, man. But speaking of Apollo, New York, man, I'm gonna say, in my 41 years of living, I could say that I've talked to or have dated or engaged with women from, the South, Midwest, West Coast, East Coast, up north. And if I'm gonna be completely honest, man, out of all the women in terms of femininity, you know, who ranks number one to the least? I'm gonna go Southern women gotta be, you know, number one. Number two, I would say Midwest women. 3 gotta be West Coast women. And number 4, East Coast up north women gotta be dead last, okay? Look, and with this next video, I got a carousel here of New York women, man. They are like the least feminine women in the out of all 50 states or sections of the United States. Yeah, if you want you a feminine woman, hey, do not take your ass up north to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Yeah, nah, man. All them Boston. All them chicks is hard as hell up there, man. All of them hard as fuck, you know. But let's see. But here we go, man. Hey, and I'm just gonna go through the carousel. They terrifying, you know. But one thing that I can appreciate from women that are from, you know, New York and up north, I mean, they let you know what it is. They let you know what it is. I mean, it's no guessing with them. Either they fucking with you or they ain't. All right. But here we go, man. Here we go. Y'all ready? Mary, she mad. Mary mad. It's all right. It's all right. All right, let's see. Here we go. New York women are genuinely terrifying. How do New York men deal with this? You know what? When the aliens eventually invade Earth, New York women have to get drafted first to go to war and protect us all. They are too tough. All right, here we go.
What? You don't tell you my nigga, am I on you? No. Do I want to fuck? Yes. 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 Thank you. Yeah. I want to fuck. You look good as shit. Looking at us like, oh, nah, nigga, we can look back like, yo, I want to fuck you. I'm not gonna lie. I like when you did that. I like when you did it. I like when you did this. I ain't gonna lie. Let's check out my pussy throbbing.
I got the question if you even have a vagina at this point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you got a vagina at this point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the voice is hella deep and raspy. I'm pretty sure she does, but god dog.
You don't tell you my nigga, am I on you? No. Do I want to fuck? Yes.
Here we go.
They say I shot my friend over a band. And imagine what I do to a bitch that I can't stand, right?
She shot a chick over a band? Just imagine what she would do to a chick that she can't stand. God dog, boy. Hey, that's crazy. You gonna shoot your friend over $1,000? That's what it takes for you to just shoot your friend. Look, me and Jamar, you know what I'm saying? Me and Jamar, we been cool since A&T days. There's no way I would say I would shoot my man over $1,000. Not to mention a nigga that I can't stand. I like aggressive, abrasive.
120 pounds. Let's get at it then. Let's get at it then. Calm down. Calm down. Wait, calm down. Y'all. Calm down. Y'all think cause I'm famous? No, what happened? You from what? You. Where you from?
What happened? I don't understand
What you mean? What happened?
Before
I had a
you
reason.
and me, so
No, I had a reason. I had a reason.
What
I had
was
a
the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
That's throwback Cardi.
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
What was the reason?
Bro, I got fucking denied. I got fucking denied. I swear to God. On my mom's life. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Look at this.
what did you tell him?
Bro, I told him everything right. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Why you want to be at Stream University?
He didn't ask me that. He said, what did I do with all...
You. I'm a you. You calling me a in front of all these.
Yo, it's quiet.
I don't give a if it's quiet. I don't even see nobody. You calling me a what you talking about? Call me a in front of all these mother.
Zoe, relax.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching.
I don't see nobody. I only see you calling me a bite you.
All right, Zoe.
Yeah.
See, clap it up for Zoe, y'all.
Yo, I don't care. I look. Mary talk about she from the Bronx. She Dominican. I don't care what they are, okay? I don't care what they are, okay? You know? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think, man. Have I experienced any soft-spoken, dainty, just ultra feminine, submissive women from north of the Mason-Dixon line? I can't say that I have, man. I can't say that I have, man. I mean, yeah. I'm really sitting up here trying to think, like, man, I don't know if I have. I can't say that I have, Mary. Jamar, y'all let me know, man. Jamar, you let me know. OG, you let me know. Y'all let me know, man. Have y'all experienced any soft, feminine, dainty women that, are north of the Mason-Dixon line that haven't had any Southern influence? Okay? All right. Let's see. Mary said, I spent plenty of time in Red Hook, Brooklyn, like season. I'm not like that. Again, you may not be, Mary. Look, we not talking about you. Mary, you gotta take yourself out of it. Mary, you're like, you gotta take yourself out of the equation. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take yourself out of the equation. We talking about in general, okay? Specifically for you, maybe not. Maybe not. But I believe it. Cause I mean, hey, look, all of our interactions, even on a trainer client level, like you never came at me hella aggressive, or anything like that. That's why we cousins. But for the rest of the Boston and the car, and then you get up to New York B. Yeah, niggas want to fuck. Yeah, I want to fuck that nigga B. Like, yo, I mean, like, it's nice to know that you would, it's nice to know that you would like to be in the sheets and tussling around with me. But God, dog, but hey, I don't know about all that, man. Jamar say, bruh, never. I can't say, and another chick. Women from Louisiana have your heart. Hey, women from New Orleans, man, that accent is, that New Orleans accent is something different, bro. I'm telling you, that New Orleans accent is different. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. That New Orleans accent, yeah. Yeah, you can definitely fall weak to that for sure. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's get to this next one here. Let's see. I got a couple more quick hits here. Which one do I want to go with next? All right. Let's see. Maybe the homies, they can. Is my accent strong? I done heard Lady P. Lady P definitely got a New Orleans accent. You could tell. You could tell for a fact that Lady P is from New Orleans. Like, she in Houston, but she's a NOLA girl all day long. All day long. All right, let's see. Let's go to this next one here, man. This is a skit, but I thought this was interesting. Because I think that, for some guys, they find themselves running into this challenge, especially with a lot of women these days, and which we're gonna get into when we get to the land of delusion, and really kind of just the overall theme for tonight, that the dating is cooked for a lot of y'all these days. All right, so let's see. Let's get into this next one, man, and y'all let me know. Maybe not at this point in life, but maybe at an earlier point in life, maybe you've ran across this or been involved in this, or know a guy who, has went through this similar scenario. But here we go.
I mean, this is cute. But what? Am I supposed to be impressed?
No, I'm not trying to impress you. I just thought this was a nice gesture.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! They're so pretty!
Like it, baby?
Thank you, yes. I love them. Oh, how cute! As he should.
Yeah, as he should.
I got us the bathroom.
Wait, food just got here.
Like, and you know the yellow is gonna hit for me every time, babe.
I didn't know your color. Favorite color?
Yeah, okay.
Sorry I'm late. But you look great, babe. You really do. Can I be in the color?
No, this is perfect. Oh my god, when did you get these?
I might have had it delivered to the restaurant before we got here.
Yo, these are beautiful. Thank you.
Of course. No problem.
Thank you, babe.
All right, sir, requested our ace of spades.
I was like, what do I say? Like, how do I deserve this? Thank you.
I know something. But I can't. Hey, how much is this bottle right here?
I believe it's around $6.50.
Hello, that's a lot of money.
$6.50?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't drink.
Oh man. Now, I will say, for me personally, man, like I can't say that I've necessarily been in a situation like this where, I'm out on a date with a woman and we look over and this guy's just doing all these extravagant things for his lady, and now I feel the need to compete. However, I have been in situations where, I paid for things that the woman didn't necessarily engage in, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I paying this shit for? Like, why spend my money on this if this is not even what you like to do or even engage in? Me up here wasting my dollars, wasting my donations.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Like, golly, like
Donations.
ridiculous.
Donations.
But oh man. But yeah, I can't say that I've never been in a situation like that. In terms of like trying to compare myself to the next guy, like it's just nah, man. Hey, look, like he said, as he should. You know, if he want to buy her flowers and roses and all this and that, and if this is just in the beginning stages of us, you know, dating or whatever, then whatever. It is what it is. But I got a couple of videos when we get to the land of delusion, man. Well, we're gonna get to that. All right. All right, so let's see. So let's get to this next one, man. Let's see. Okay. Let's get into DJ Academics. All right. Now, if y'all are unfamiliar with who DJ Academics is, he is a podcaster, hip hop, social media news influencer, you know, super popular whenever it comes to hip hop news and media. And, you know, here recently, he just had a date with Daphne Joy. Now, Daphne Joy is the mother of 50 Cent's son, as well as Diddy's ex-girlfriend. And, you know, I played her on a live stream. I think the live stream before last. And, you know, before we actually heard her speak, you know, everybody thought that she is, but everybody thought that she was just kind of, you know, for the streets. You know, nobody had a real gauge on her personality and this, that, and the third. But, you know, after being on stream with DJ Academics and she did an interview with Cam Newton, you know, you could easily see how men, no matter whether you're a man of influence or you're just a, you know, ordinary 9-to-5 guy, how you could fall for the femininity, the submissiveness, the you know, her ability to just kind of bring you in and just kind of get you in her clutches. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, you know, after now DJ Academics, you know, he's not necessarily like the cat's meow. I mean, he's not a Morris Chestnut. He's not an Idris Elba. He's not a Michael B. Jordan. He's not the guy that most women, specifically black women, would go for, you know. Black women, as far as I know, probably wouldn't even be checking for DJ Academics. They would call him corny. They would call him a lame, what have you. So, you know, what do you do as a black man who doesn't get any love from the sisters? You know, he's going to go where he's celebrated and not tolerated, which we're going to get into here into this next clip. But apparently, black women are mad at the fact that he actually went out on a date with Daphne Joy. All right. So let's get into this one, man, because I honestly think and feel that there is a clear and obvious contradiction whenever it comes to, one, interracial dating. One, two, there's a clear contradiction whenever it comes to age gap relationship dating as well, which we will get into in the clip that follows this. All right. So if you're watching over here on IG, come on over to the YouTube side of the game at JMO704 on YouTube. All right. So let's see. So here we go. Let's get into this academics and Daphne Joy clip. So he's going to basically say he's confused why the black queens are DMing him, hating on his pop out with Daphne Joy. Here we go.
Y'all will figure out any way to shame niggas. You know what they said? Of course, he would do this with a non-black woman. Why he don't do this with a black woman? Here's my response to that. You know, every time they post me on Shade Room, y'all have 4,000 comments saying y'all don't want me. So when y'all don't want me and I go to who want me, why y'all mad? Y'all should be like, take that. The fuck? Keep him. Keep him. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Every time I'm posted on Shade Room, you know what they said? Look at this. He's so nasty. He look like Jerry the cat or the mouse. He's sloppy. He talks so bad about women. He hate women. Fuck this. I would never date him. They see me with Daphne. Now they're saying, well, I'm not fucking with black women. Yo, black women are my number one haters. They're actually not. Let me stop, to be honest. On the sites where black women frequent, they talk about me like a dog. So now that, you know, I have to open up my palette of women that I could deal with, and y'all see me with a non-black woman, how come y'all over here saying, why didn't I go with a black woman? Y'all told me I didn't want me. The Sharkeishas of the world, they say, yo, listen, fuck this. Black women, y'all will figure out any way to shame niggas. You know what they said?
All right. So, I mean,
black women, y'all will figure out any way to.
Shout out to academics. I mean, hey, look, any way to shame them. Like at the end of the day, you know, if black women don't want you, if they get up on the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, any of these other blog sites, Spiritual Word, and they get on here and they talk about how you're a lame. Like I said, you're a lame, you're corny. I wouldn't date him. You know, this, that, and the third. Like, where do black men go? They go to places where they are indeed celebrated and not just tolerated. But if that place is where black women aren't, and it happens to be with, now, you know, I mean, Daphne Joy, okay, I mean, whatever. Like, we know that essentially that she is for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
She belongs to the streets. But still, regardless of the fact, you know, I've seen this from, you know, other black men who have decided to date interracially, you know. Black men who date interracially, like they always get accused of, you know, having some kind of insecurity. They get accused of, you know, not loving themselves. They get accused of hating black women. They get accused of so many things. But it seems to be only after they've accumulated a certain level of wealth. You know, whenever they were in the grind stage, whenever they were in the, you know, come up phase, whenever they were in the stage of trying to find themselves, none of the black women wanted to, you know, build with them. None of them wanted to, you know, try to contribute and things of that nature. So now that, hey, look, y'all done told me time and time again, hey, you're not what we want. So why are you mad now that I decided to go where I'm celebrated? You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all mad now? You know? And I can't necessarily blame them for that. But you know, let's see. Bro, I can't say. Oh, okay, that was from last time. Let's see. That's better than me. He not lying. Livingston is only tolerated because he's paying. I mean, and that's true. I can agree. I can agree with that, Jamar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but then at the same time, like, for the sisters, like, why ain't y'all trying to put y'all into positions to where, you know, you can get paid? Exactly, because he dropped 4K on a date with her. Shit, if someone dropped 4K on a date with me, I'd be swinging my locks, having my breath all pumped up in my stomach, all took out. Oh man, hey, but look, but see, but see again, y'all ain't willing to go through that though. Y'all would be, and I'm not saying y'all is in you, Mary. I'm just saying y'all is in black women. All right. Black women they don't have long-term vision. Now, if they had long-term vision, it would just been like the video that I played a couple weeks ago when the girl asked either her auntie or somebody, how do you attract or keep an athlete or a high value, you know, or high demand, whatever you want to say, kind of guy. And she gave her the guidelines. She gave her the rules. She gave her the expectations. She basically gave her the playbook and the blueprint as to how you can make that happen. But because, you know, the sisters, they be too short-sighted and they're not willing to, you know, make the investment, they can't get to the point to where they're getting their stomachs sucked out and their titties lifted up and their ass is boosted. You know what I'm saying? Because they already done called him a lame and everything else. I wouldn't want to fuck with them either. If they call me all kinds of names, like, let's just be for real about that. So, you know, but the funny thing to me is that, you know, he can get all kinds of hate in his DMs, you know, about him popping out with somebody like Daphne Joy, someone who actually, you know, exhibits the complete opposite characteristics of what we saw from the young ladies of New York and up north. But on the flip side, let's get to this story right here. And this is the contradiction that I see whenever it comes to not one, interracial relationships, but then also to age gap relationship dating. Now you look at this black woman and this white man right here. Me personally, I don't have no issue or no problems about it. However, you know, if this was, because a lot of people are coming down on Genuine and I forgot, there's some Marcus Houston, you know, for dating younger women or whatnot, even if the women are of legal age. However, y'all can look at an image like this and not see an issue with it. So wait, woman goes viral after sharing her IVF pregnancy journey, says it was a, quote, financial arrangement, end quote, with the baby's father. Quote, we're not in a romantic relationship and are not intimate. So y'all can justify this and y'all can be in agreement with this. You know, like, this don't seem a bit suspect to y'all, but all right. So let's see. Caption reads, neighbors, this is interesting. A Houston woman has social media talking over her shared IVF journey. Readers apparently really gagged people when she shared footage of her getting IVF shots and revealed her baby daddy. That's a seemingly older white man. What left people even more shocked was Rita's admission that the pregnancy was a quote-unquote financial arrangement between the two and they are not even a couple. In the comments, she wrote, I'm genuinely enjoying reading the comments. To clarify, I'm young and have no fertility challenges. We chose this path because we're not in a romantic relationship and are not intimate. This was a mutual decision and a financial agreement that we both entered into with a clear understanding. We're also both first-time parents. There's really no mystery to solve, so please don't stress yourselves trying to figure it out. Wishing everyone the best. Yada, 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 yada. All right. So, again, sprinkle, sprinkle. I love that for her. She says she's in the will, trust, and fun, ambition, beneficiary. I'm not mad at it at all. Someone else says our culture is only about $1 now. No morals, just selling whatever we need to get ahead. Y'all doing it for free and with heartache. Leave her alone. Hey, honestly, I'm not even mad at it. Healthy pregnancy, healthy baby, financially stable. So is she basically a surrogate mother or a sponsored baby mama? Now, this is what I'm talking about. I'll have another baby for this type of arrangement. Again, I'm just like, yo, this is why, man, to me, you know, black folks, a lot of y'all, man, y'all done for out here, man. Ain't really a lot of hope. Ain't really a lot of hope for y'all, man. It's just so funny to me that y'all won't find issue with a situation like this and won't call him any type of, you know, predator or creep or, you know, whatever have you. But I almost guarantee if this was a well-to-do black man that decided to, you know, go through the IVF process with a white woman and, you know, they're not romantically involved in, you know, I could only imagine how the tables would turn. I could only imagine. I mean, again, y'all didn't want DJ Academics for him messing with, you know, a non-black woman. So I could only imagine how the reactions y'all would have for him doing the same thing with, or for someone being basically a surrogate sperm donor or whatever, you know, for a non-black woman. Like, let's cut it out, man. Let's cut it out. All right, let's see. I got 2 more quick hits here, man, and then we're gonna get into I guess we'll get into the Kendra G video after this. Cause I ain't trying to be on here all night long. All right. So, all right, let's see. Here we go. Like I say, I got two more videos here. All right. Oh Lord. All right, so let's see. So the next one. Okay. Now, I said this a couple weeks ago, and y'all tried to swear up and down, ain't no way possible that this could even happen. Because the question that I asked was, or something that I said was something to the effect of, you know, there are women out here that have left men that they had no business leaving, and essentially that guy is the one that got away. And I had y'all up here telling me, nah, ain't no way that could happen. Every dude I done been with, nah, they an ex for a reason. So I'm like, okay. So there's not one guy that you've talked to, dated, been in a relationship, whatever have you, that you felt like, man, this was the one that got away. This is the one that got away. And all of y'all said, no. And most women would say that too. And for me, I think it's all cap. And I find it quite suspicious.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
All right, so here we go. We got a guy here who's going to share a conversation that he had with a female friend of his. Here we go.
Interesting. I want y'all to check this out.
My friend in Cincinnati called me and she said, Tez, you do know it's my 2-year anniversary for my divorce, right? I said, no, I don't think about stuff like that. But what's going on? You been doing okay? And she was like, to be honest with you, I feel like I made a big mistake. And I said, why do you feel like you made a mistake? What's going on? And she said, you know, my ex-husband took care of so many things. It's like after the fact, I realized how much of a man he really is. I didn't have to ask for anything. My biggest complaint was he was just super boring. If he wasn't working, he was always in that office or in his man cave. He was just boring. He didn't go out. He didn't want to be around people. But the more and more I think about it, he took care of so many things around the house, and he took care of me and our children. Then I said, okay, so where are you going with this? And she was like, well, I go on dates here and there, and it's like all the dudes want to do is that. They don't, it's not like they're getting to know me. It's not like they are interested in my kids or like they can be a father figure. And I'm like, okay, they just want to have fun. They just want to have fun. Then I said, okay, but you said your reasoning for leaving your husband was because he was not fun. So now you're dating and you're dating guys that want to have fun. I said, I'm not trying to be difficult, but something's not connecting for my brain. Tez, I don't need you to get these little sarcastic attitudes and I don't want you to be trying to preach at me. I know. I'm like, whoa. What triggered all of this? Like, it's like you got this pent up in your mind to say this to me. Like, I'm just asking a question for clarity. You called me. So whatever that is that you just did, that's something that you're going through. Like, but we get through all of that. And it's very telling how at this point, do y'all know what y'all want? Is it hormonal? Like, no. How you divorce a whole man, like doing man things, you divorce him for boredom. Then you get with people who want to have fun and you're still not satisfied. You're still not content. And if you're dating somebody, in my opinion, that person does not need to be a father figure. Your kids already have a father figure. So it's just not making sense. And then she gonna say, and this better not be one of your TikToks. You know it's gonna be one of my TikToks because you know you wrong. So yeah, you're gonna be on my TikTok. And if you get mad if you see this, I don't care what you're gonna do about it. You're gonna fly down to Memphis and do something? I doubt it. Apologize to that man. Trick.
Now there's a lot to unpack here, but before we
all right, there's a lot to unpack there. And again, like I be telling y'all, y'all really be leaving good guys, men that'll treat you right, do whatever they need to do. And then y'all get back out here in these streets and belong to the streets, and y'all be dealing with,
she belongs to the streets.
Y'all be dealing with all the bullshit. But y'all will love the chaos. Y'all will love a nigga that'll take you through there. But the man that was, disciplined, the man that was taking care of things at home, making sure that, you and the family was taken care of, y'all don't want that because y'all say that he's boring. And it's like, man, what the hell is going on? So now you back out here in the streets and you find out that the streets is the streets. The guys that you was looking at, they're not looking at you as marriage material. they find out, oh, you got a couple kids by either one or a couple different men, and you're just there for recreation and to essentially have a good time. But the man that was really gonna do all of that for you, you decided that wasn't good enough. And for a lot of men that are out here, that are dating, that are single, that actually want to be in long-term relationships and maybe even consider marriage, they're looking at it and it's like, what's the point? What's the point? Because you can give a woman everything that she's asking for and it still not be good enough. I mean, how many videos have we watched from a Tonight's Conversation? Even women, even their own testimonies saying that this is a good one too. I'll hear women say that they left a great man because he was just a great man, but he wasn't a great husband, and therefore they couldn't grow. But when asked in what ways have they grown, I don't see them giving reasonable explanations. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all just be out here misguided and undecided, for real. Take you through there. I'm saying that's what y'all want. Y'all like chaos. I can't tell you how many women that I've talked to where, I'm a chill, laid back, easy to get along with. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it ain't, what I'm looking for, what I'm not. I'm not gonna, blatantly disrespect you. I'm not gonna, purposely try to mislead you and shit like that. But there's a sense of stability that comes here, But you would rather, quit fucking with somebody like me to fuck with somebody who is the complete opposite, get you pregnant. Now you going through it. And it's just like, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. You gotta lie in it, But anyways, all right. Let's get to this last quick hits here, man. And then we're gonna get to this Kendra G video. All right. So this one here, man, is with Blueface baby and his mama. And I was like, man, this conversation right here that he's about to have with his mom, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I thought it was actually kind of disheartening. I'm not gonna front. I thought this was a toxic type of conversation that he had with his mom, but we're gonna get into it. I do got some Land of Delusion clips, but I want to get into the Kendra G just for the sake of content. But all right, let's see. And if you're watching over here on the IG side of the game, man, come on over to YouTube, because I'm over here sharing my screen and all that good stuff. All right, so let's see. Let me take that away, and I think I might have a little bit of tequila left. I want to get another little shy skin. All right, let's see. Here we go. Blueface gets into argument with his mother, Carlissa, after saying she traumatized him as a kid. Claims he saw her get into multiple altercations with different men she was dating. Here we go.
What's false is that you think things that do not matter to me today
It
matter
doesn't care
more
if it matters to you. It
than the
matters to
trauma
God.
that you
It doesn't
caused by
matter.
being the way you are.
Okay, tell me what trauma. What trauma did you have?
Watching you domestically, violently have altercations with your kids and multiple men,
What multiple
I would
men did
rather
have?
be in an
Nate,
I would
tell-
rather
tell
be in
them-
a tent
Tell the chat what
than to
multiple
watch
men.
my mom and her
Tell
daughter
the chat
fight a man
you-
that my mom is laying
'cause you
down
didn't
with.
help. That's why you.
Why would I?
It's okay. We didn't need your help.
I was 9 years old.
It don't fucking matter, nigga. If you was 3, you was supposed to help.
You want a 9-year-old to help you fight a
Jonathan,
grown man.
all I'm asking you
And that's
is,
why
you knew that wasn't
I
your fault.
evaluate
You
my
knew
dad
that
the
wasn't-
way I do.
you
Because
knew-
listen to you.
Jonathan,
I ain't never had to
your dad
fight
shot a gun in
nobody
the
for
air
my
at
dad.
me.
I've never had
Your dad
to
shot a gun in the air.
compromise myself at 9 years old
Are you okay?
to fight somebody for
Are
my
you
dad.
okay?
My dad is responsible and grown enough to not put his
That
child
robbed you for
in that
$100,000.
predicament. What are you
Right?
talking
Did you
about?
say he robbed you?
Look how she talking about a 9-year-old, chat. But did you help us? I'm 9 years old. Wow, what can I do? You want me to hit the nigga like this?
Yes.
Get off my mommy!
If
Get off!
somebody's trying to fight your mom,
Man,
yes, that's what you're mad about. We
you're
didn't need your
crazy.
help, though. We didn't need
You
your help.
are
And that
crazy.
altercation was not me or Janice's fault. That was somebody who decided to
You
get
said it was Janice's fault.
No, I said she did not take no shit when she could have. She could have just sat there and been quiet. But when it turns out he went to jail because he was intoxicated, right? And we did not know that.
Okay.
Okay.
So why did
But you knew that already. So why did you lie to the chat? And who else did I have a domestic violence?
So why did this happen again?
Hold on, you said multiple men, nigga. Tell the chat who else I had a domestic violence with. Because me and my sugar daddy ain't never had a domestic violence. Not never in your motherfucking life, and you know it. Not once. Not even an argument in 20 years, and we are still best friends to this day. And Jonathan.
Man.
Jesus.
Man, golly, bro. Golly. That's just...
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man, I'm not gonna front, man. This was sad, actually pretty sad to watch, you know. Again, I mean, it kind of goes into some of the things that we talk about when it comes to just women in general, the inability to take accountability for their shortcomings, but then also too, like, how you talk to your son, like hella just disrespectful, calling him a nigga, calling him, you know, talking about your sugar daddy, you know, really expecting your son as a child to do adult things. It's just it's sad to me. I'm not gonna front. But let's see what they saying over here in the comments, man, and then I'm gonna come over here to y'all in the chat. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this exchange between Blueface and his mother, Carlissa. Carlissa, I mean, she seems as though like Carlissa definitely seems like she definitely out here still in the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
I mean, she talked like she's in her early mid-20s, you know? And I mean, the fact that she's really expecting for her son to get involved in grown adults' business at 9 years old, like, man, that is pretty delusional to me, you know. It's sad, but here we go. Let's see. First comment: I never thought I'd be proud of this guy. The interaction makes so much sense as to why he has become who he is. He is the way he is because of how he was raised. He is right, and she's dismissing his trauma. However, as a grown man, it is now his responsibility to get the help he needs, which I can agree with. Again, you know, again, like, you can only blame your parents for your upbringing, but for so long. After a while, like, you really got to take ownership and responsibility for your actions and how you decide to navigate this world and how you decide to treat people, and if you want to, break generational curses and cycles or whatnot. But a lot of people out here would still like to remain victims and blame everything on everybody else rather than figuring out how they can become a better person. But quote, I was 9 years old, it doesn't matter. Alrighty then. Blueface got some deep trauma with him. Moms never take accountability, estimate, shaking my head. She's steady trying to defend herself instead of listening and accepting his perspective. They don't get it. Now, this is what hurts my heart. When a black man finally opens up about his trauma, it is dismissed because the mother can't get past her own defensiveness. Listen to your child. His experience was his experience and he should feel validated. This is where healing begins. However, now, since he sees and knows she isn't receptive, he has to accept it and prayerfully begin the healing independently. And essentially, that's why a lot of men in general just choose to keep things to themselves, because it's easier to just be like, all right, I'll entrust, telling certain issues to, my close friends, like my brothers, my homeboys or whatever. But, the minute that you try to share issues or things that you've been through with the women in your life or the women in your lives, like they will definitely find a way to be dismissive, move the goalpost, deflect, turn things back on you, just like Blueface's mom did here in this convo. And it's just like, well, what's the point in even sharing how it is that I feel if you're not going to listen to genuinely understand, but listen to respond? So it's just easier just to not even, just to let shit, fester and simmer and not even address it, which, it's sad. It's sad. Yeah. Now her trying to be toxic and slickly threw the sugar daddy ordeal into the convo. Yeah, like what does the sugar daddy have to do with anything in this whole situation? Like, sugar daddy ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay? Yeah. She is emotionally immature. I would have to agree. It's hearing things like this that make me blessed for the mom that I have. Same, bro. And and it's not to say that like, because I don't think anybody's parents are perfect. And even being, a father myself, like, I'm definitely not perfect. But it does make you grateful for the parents that you were born to, because it could be totally totally different out here. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's see. So that was the last quick hits here, man. Let's get into, do I want to go to the land of Delusion or do, all right, I do got a Kendra G video. All right, let's see. How about we do this? Let me use the bathroom real quick, and we're gonna get into, we'll do the Kendra G joint, and then we'll come back, and if we got time, we'll do some Land of Delusion clips. I'm kind of torn between the two, but I think I'm gonna go with the shorter clip. All right, so let's see. Give me just a second here, and I'll be right back. this act. All right. All right. Just here. All right, but let's see. Do 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 do. I didn't have to take a shit, dog. I didn't have to take a shit. Yeah, nah, man. OG being petty as hell. I didn't have to take a shit, bro. All right. Let's see. Let's get into this. Let's get into this Kendra G joint here. All right. Appreciate y'all waiting on your boy. All right. So let's see. Let me. All right. OG petty as hell, man. Petty. All right. So married but separated. You got to make at least 250K and be used to dating a baddie. All right. Now, off rip, I mean, you know, she's attractive, but let's get into it. Here we go.
Girl, you been in your car all that time. I'm still in my car. I've been waiting. I've been waiting, honey. I know. Okay. Because my contractor is here. He's not leaving for like another 30 minutes, so it's still loud in my house.
Okay, no worries. All right, so listen, this is the road to InvestFest. So you are meeting some of the ladies that are going to be on stage at InvestFest. So is it Alana?
Alana, yep.
Alana, how old are you, baby?
39 and fine.
39. And what you do for a living?
I'm in finance.
Okay. You have any kids?
I do. I have two.
2 kids. How old are your 2 kids?
I have a 19-year-old and I have a 12-year-old.
Okay. Both by the same man?
No, I had 2 different husbands, and they both were by my 2 husbands.
Oh, you was married twice, so you've been married twice?
I've been married twice, and both kids were conceived after marriage. Like, let's be clear. Let's just straighten that up already.
We got that too. When did you get divorced last?
So actually, I'm going through my my divorce right now.
So you're separated?
Yeah, my husband and I we filed for divorce. Like we've been separated for about 4.5 months now.
Oh,
and
you just
we
got
filed
separated.
for divorce. Yeah, we filed for divorce like 2 weeks ago. So yeah.
So wait a minute.
This is not my wedding ring, actually. People.
Wait, so you just filed for divorce 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And you ready to start finding the next man?
Girl, is it? Listen.
Yeah. This is gonna be one of the ones right here. Yo, married twice, 2 kids by 2 different husbands. I mean, at this point, it's 2 by 2. Now you looking for the third. 39. Man, this is already from the onset, like so many red flags. And you still married. But again, if this was a guy on here that was, married twice, 2 women, two kids by 2 different wives, like, yo, the criticism that he would be getting right now, crazy. But here we go.
Listen, I mean, I was married to him for 16 years, so it's like, you kind of really know that you kind of grieve the relationship as you're in it, if that makes sense to a certain degree. It was a lot. So it's not like I think it was very surprising to a lot of other people, but not necessarily so much to me.
So you move on fast because you said you got married 16 years ago?
Yeah, I've been married for 16 years.
So your child...
Well, no, I'm sorry. No, let me clear that up. I was married for 14 years. We were together for 16 years.
Okay, because you have a 19-year-old. So that means when you met him, your child was 3.
Yeah.
But I thought so when did you get divorced to your 19-year-old's father?
He was 1.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you got pregnant and then y'all got divorced?
Yeah, so he was in the military. That's a whole. He came back from Iraq. Yeah, I got pregnant when he was on R&R, which is basically like break from coming back from war in 1 week. And yeah, so I got pregnant in that 1 week. And then once he came back for good, he was a totally different person. And so, yeah, didn't work out.
Okay, so let me get this. Okay, so
Okay, let me get this. Okay, he came back from war and he was a totally different person. I mean, I would expect so to be dealing with some PTSD for sure. So, I mean, you're not willing to for sticking with it through better for worse. Okay, all right.
so you're still legally married. Y'all don't live together, or y'all live together?
No, we don't. No, I made him leave. I made him get everything.
So you filed 2 weeks ago. How does it? Where you call me from, Alana?
Atlanta.
So do you got to be separated for a year?
No.
Oh, okay. So how long do you think your divorce is gonna take?
Well, we have a hearing the end of July. So that's that. It really just depends on him and what he's going to agree on as far as financial terms. Really,
I was gonna say, is this gonna be a divorce battle?
I don't think so. Right now it's kind of I don't think he wants to get it long and drawn out, and because it gets more expensive, honestly. So
Let me ask you this. I don't know if you want to answer it or not. Do you want to tell us why you guys are getting a divorce?
I'd rather not right now.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
it's
fine.
just,
I'll let you keep that to yourself.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
All
not
right.
because of me, though. I'll tell you that.
Say again?
It's not because of me, and it's not because of any infidelity or anything like that. That's one thing
She said it's not because of me. I'll tell you that. Yo, I'm telling you, it's never their fault, man. I'm gonna tell you whose fault it really is, though.
I'm done. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
It's always Jermaine's fault. It ain't. Yo, I'm telling you, man. In none of these situations, it's never them.
I can say is that I've experienced a loyal man, and so that is something that I do.
Well, they're gonna say, why do you divorce a loyal man that does well?
That's something we would have a private conversation about.
Ain't that what I just talked about this. Women, and I haven't watched this video, so I'm reacting to a lot with y'all, but like, I just played the video of the woman who was like, oh my God, I was married to this guy who was so loyal, but and this, that, and the third, but he was just boring. And you hear plenty of women say this, that they want the loyal. Women will say straight up and down, they want the man that is loyal, faithful, stick in there. But at the end of the day, that's not what they want. That's not what for a lot of women, that's not what they want. That is crazy. It's almost sounding as if he didn't really do anything wrong, but she just wanted a way out.
Oh, okay, so he didn't cheat and you didn't cheat.
No.
And he does, I'm assuming he does well financially because you brought up that could be the only holds up in the divorce.
Well, no. I didn't mean to say that, but I'm just saying no. It's not that he does well financially. I feel like in both of my marriages, I'm married for love. And in this particular situation, I definitely helped build and establish, and we built businesses together, and yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna say, hey, it's rough right now for everybody, so.
Okay.
But I think that does put a strain on relationships. I think that not necessarily I wouldn't leave, my husband because he's down on bad times, because I'm the type of person that's going to get in there and help him. But at the end of the day, I do feel like men, when their money is messed up, they are more mean.
Okay. All right. All right. Alana, what is your zodiac sign?
Libra.
So we got Alana, 39, Libra, works in finance. You're in Atlanta too?
I am.
ATL, mine are 2 kids, both by her ex. Ms. married twice. Both of her kids are by one of her ex-husbands. Okay, I think I have it all. What kind of man you look? And she's legally married, but filed for divorce 2 weeks ago. You know that's gonna be a thing, girl.
Right. Hold on, but you gotta let him know that he's been out of the house now for for 2 months. Like we don't share
They
the
still
same
might
bed.
say that that's not a lot of time.
I get it, but I'm just saying we're talking about dating. I'm not saying I'm like looking to get married again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's hey.
Do you think you're healed?
Yo, why do okay. Yeah, I'm really trying to understand the purpose of why she's on here. Is she just looking for dating and just to have a good time? Like, she doesn't necessarily have to come on the Kendra G single show. I mean, it would seem that most women that come on there are looking for something that's a bit more serious and, committed versus someone who's just coming out of a marriage and just looking to just trying to maybe get some or just trying to have
She belongs to the streets.
trying to have a good time.
I do, because like I said, I kind of healed through the relationship. It's kind of like one of those things that where I just it was a delayed response or reaction that the separation it was kind of brewing for some time, and I kind of knew it. So I kind of feel like I had time to heal and cry, and I went to therapy on my own. We did couples therapy, a couple of different times, and so I kind of feel like yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. So, what kind of man you looking for?
Honestly, someone who is emotionally mature, can regulate their emotions. I want someone who's consistent.
Can't help it. I can't help it.
A good communicator, like that's important. I don't like men that are loud. Yeah, so I mean, I think those are the biggest things for me. I think emotionally, like mature and consistent are like my top two.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Someone who's dishonest, someone who's like, just disloyal, someone who is not the opposite, not consistent or a good communicator. Someone who has never been with like a quote unquote baddie. I know that sounds crazy. They're gonna eat me up for that. But I'm just saying, like, I do.
Man. Whatever.
Wait, say it again. Someone that what?
Has never been with a quote unquote baddie. Like, I mean, like, like, like I said, they're gonna eat me up for that. But, it is, like at the end of the day, when it comes to like social media, I'm not like a OnlyFans girl or anything like that, but I do enjoy being sexy. I enjoy wearing my sexy clothes. I like that was one of my like top qualities in my man, is why we lasted as long as we did. He was loyal and he allowed me to be me. I mean, it allowed me to be me. And to
Okay. So you were essentially in a oh my God, okay. He allowed you to be out here, taking sexy pictures, getting all kinds of attention and validation from other men and, likes and comments and niggas sliding in your DMs and my Lord, it's just like, why? I'm telling you, man, it's watching videos like this be a deterrent for a lot of men that are like thinking about getting married, but then it's like, what's the point? I let her go out here and, I'm not trying to put no restrictions on her. She can wear sexy clothes, she can take sexy pictures, she can get the validation from men, but somehow, some way, like I'm not the one that's being emotionally intelligent and all this other shit. Okay, all right.
just consistently flourish and not dim my light. So I know a lot of men have issues or icks with that. So someone who can basically lead but not be controlling.
Ooh. She said you gotta be used to dating a fine girl. So what are some of the things that come along with dating a baddie?
I'm gonna say, like, of course, you know, you have to like look at it like your girl is gonna get attention. And so only thing I can speak on is my situation with my ex and I. We, you know, been together since before social media was a thing. So we had full on access to each other's everything. So there was no hiding or anything. So he was logged into my Instagram. I was logged into his Instagram. You know, emails, bank accounts, all the things. You know what I'm saying? So it was nothing. We weren't hiding anything from each other. It was very like full on transparency. I know that is not necessarily something I'm gonna be able to find in 2026, but
So
we'll
would you
see.
allow your guy to have that access? You allow a guy to have your Instagram password and all that?
Absolutely, because I feel like if you are with someone, like I feel like if you have nothing to hide, then what's the need? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my personal perspective. I didn't have anything to hide, so I never had any problem with him having access, and same for him.
Okay, I'm gonna go to your IG page. Let me see what's on
Oh
your
my
IG
God.
page. Let me see what's on the IG page so I can
Lord.
allow. Let's see if I can find. Ooh, I can't. Why can't I
It's
find it?
I am Alana Noel.
Cause he got to understand that I've been fine my whole life, and let me figure out. Okay, well this is.
So see, it's not like, yeah, I mean, okay, so that was when we were separated too at that time. Like that's not.
Okay, she's cute. So basically, you don't want him to be.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's do some investigative research here. I mean, clearly she doesn't mind being, you know, on the Summer Jam screen. So I want to look too. See if she got her feet out. What's her name? I am Alana. Oh, okay. Here she go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, she got a nice little. Oh, All right, let's see. Hold up before we get back into the video. Shit. Okay, Alana Noel here. 214K. Okay. Leaving a peaceful night out at 3 different parties to argue about it with a man that ain't even yours. You want to share 8 men, then complain when you end up like this. The bar is in hell. You ain't decide you deserve peace in a real way. That's it. But here's the trick. Men treat you better when you don't entertain drama. Even his arguing means you're addicted to drama. Leave him on red and continue your night. Okay. You got the feet out. Okay, I see you. Okay. Be used to dating a baddie.
I spent my last check on ammo.
She out there with the ballers down there in ATL. Lil Baby private album release exhibit was lit. Okay. Yeah, man. The divorce was set in stone already. All right, she wanted to be back out here in the streets. Like, let's be for real. Here we go.
Jealous of the things that you wear and post.
Exactly. And that's not, like I said, it's not going to be too much, but like, yeah, I'm sexy and.
Okay, well, the body good. Okay. So if a guy was like, didn't want you to post photos like that, that wouldn't be the man for you.
Well, photos like that, I wouldn't say necessarily. However, I feel like it's more so surrounding what I wear, you know, I mean, me wearing a swimsuit to the beach is, to me, I feel like a man not wanting me to wear a
Well,
swimsuit.
no, it's one. Yeah, you can wear a swimsuit, but they're gonna be like, we post it, right? Actually, your page is it's really not that bad, to be quite honest. I want to say.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So see,
Yeah.
but like I said, so again, it's not like like I said, I'm not like a OnlyFans girl or anything like that. It's just the fact that
She ain't an OnlyFans girl, but she not too far from it though. She like one or two steps below. Like I mean, if she was to put the link tree with the OF in the link tree, she would be right there. And who's to say what she does or what she don't do? You know, it's borderline OF-ish.
I do, it's a certain level of sex appeal that some men might not be comfortable with, and I just want to be frank and upfront about that. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be in a muumuu all day.
Don't call your mama if you want to go with a moo. She said. Okay. Any other deal breakers?
I think I listed the number ones. Yeah, that like those were my top.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
So it's weird. I put it like this. I don't really have necessarily a physical type, but I do want to be attracted to my person. So it's not like I'm going to say a certain height or a certain skin tone or, anything like that. It's just more so the fact that I do want you to be attracted. Like if I'm stuck on something, like, please have nice teeth. That's a good one.
Nice teeth.
Have nice teeth. Have nice dental hygiene. Nice nails. But like other than that, like, I mean, I'm not even a big stickler. I've never been a big stickler on height. Like even if you 5'9", 5'10" and up, like, it don't matter. That's taller than me.
They're telling me to ask you, was your husband older than you?
Yeah, but he's only 2 years older than me. 2 years.
Oh, not significantly. Okay.
Yeah.
No. All right. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Again, I'm not gonna say a dollar amount, but yeah, more than my last one.
What did the last one make?
See, it's hard because it's business and it goes up and down and everything. I'll say, oh gosh, I'll just say over 250.
250. Okay.
I'll just say, yeah.
These girls, big money. Fellas, you got to rob a bank, okay?
All right. So let me get this straight. Okay. Y'all let me know if I'm missing anything here. Okay? Feel free, if you're watching this on the playback, feel free to add anything in here. So you mean to tell me, okay, twice married, twice divorced, 2 kids, 39, damn near 40, want a guy that's willing to accept you for posting risque, thirst trap pictures, make $250K, probably take care of you and your 2 kids, and what is he? Y'all, my God, like, but this is what they want. This is what they want. And then they wonder. And then, okay, you meet the guy. Because again, she's attractive. Like, I'm not gonna take that away from her. She's attractive, she look good, but personality wise, I'm not gonna front y'all. She seems dull to me. I don't know. Honestly, first impression, I don't know how her husband made it. Her second husband made it 16 years. Because 16 years dealing with a personality like that, like, I wouldn't be able to do it. She don't seem like someone that's hella fun to be around. She's not someone that I feel like if I was in her presence, like I would feel a sense of peace around, you know. But
Fellas, I don't know what you're gonna do. Get your ski mask out and go rob a bank. Cause the girl, it used to be 100K. It's inflation. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Like Kendra, what the heck are we supposed to do with 100,000? What the heck? I don't even know because this is Atlanta and it's supposed to be cheap around here. But honey, what are we supposed to do with it? For real? No, like literally, yeah. That's not sufficient. And I mean, honestly, just being 100% honest, I've been a serial entrepreneur the entire time we've been together. Like I said, we've been married for 14 years. I was working up until literally I got laid off the week after we got married. And then I did not work a 9 to 5 until last year. But I did. I had lucrative businesses. I had a clothing line on Instagram, and it made 6 figures in the first 2.5 months. So it did well, you know, and I was able to utilize that income to, you know, strategize and help us build other businesses. So, yeah, 100,000 is just not gonna, no, it's just not gonna do it.
Ain't gonna do it. 100K ain't gonna do it. Okay, so we know 100K at the door ain't gonna do it, y'all. All right, let's do the Kendra Kim.
Oh God! So what I need to do? Get out my car?
Yeah, get out your car and we see your full body.
I need to call.
To check out the rest of the interview.
I don't have to check out the rest of the interview. I don't have to check out the rest. I think I'm good. I got what I needed to get. Shout out to Kendra G. You know what I'm saying? You know, again, I mean, and you know, I mean, shout out to you know, I am Noel, Alana Noel. You know what I mean? She's an attractive woman. I mean, I definitely think that, you know, she has the ability to get another baller. Let's see. Jay Blight said he wanted to see the feet. I mean, I'm looking. I mean, the feet look like they. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I mean, she's a good looking woman, but again, man, personality wise, I'm just not attracted, man. Like, I think after a certain time, for a lot of men, like you can be cute, you can be attractive, but like that only gets you but so far, you know. I mean, yeah. So, you know, shout out to her. Shout out to her. But I mean, hey, you know, wish her well. Wish her well on trying to get what it is that she's looking for. Let's see. Let me go up to some of y'all's comments here. Man, ain't nothing in these streets. I'm trying to tell you. The streets is dry. You know what I'm saying? The streets is dry. She has 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Yeah. She don't know. Yeah. How does her sons? Yeah, how do her sons feel about that? You know, because I mean, it's one thing for, you know, your man to feel some kind of way about, you know, the type of content that you post and the thirst traps and things like that. But then how do your sons feel? You know? Depending on the profession, 250 really isn't a lot. Yo, to say that 250 grand is not a lot of money is crazy to me. I mean, what profession are we talking about here? In what professions, Mary? I'm curious to know, because I mean, 250 for, not, I would say damn near 95 to 98% of America is a lot. 250 grand is more than is quite enough to take care of a family of you, okay? Especially if you can budget your money right. People be out here making all kinds of money but then don't know how to keep and save and invest it. So what's the point in making a high ass salary if if you're not putting it to use? So, man, look, I don't want to hear nobody say that 250,000 isn't a lot of money. Like what? Okay, so if that's the case, are you telling me? Look, I don't know nobody right now that would turn down 250K for doing a job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if someone was willing to pay me for what I'm doing right now, they was like, look, man, your salary, it's 250 for the year. What? Oh, I'm getting up on time. I'm gonna be at work on time every day. Okay? I'm gonna give it my best every day. I'm gonna make that 250 work. Please believe, like what? You talking about making 5 figures a month all year? Who's making 5 figures? There's not a lot of people that's making 5 figures a month. But I mean, more than likely, she's definitely gonna get it. She'll get somebody that's making that money. I want to be with her. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm telling you, it's gonna be like the girl. It's gonna be like the woman that was talking to old buddy. It's gonna be men that'll be willing to trick off on her, but they're gonna be wanting something in exchange for tricking off. Like, unless she meets someone that's just like a straight up, I ain't gonna call him a simp, but simp like behaviors. That's the type of man that she will get. But even then, that's not gonna be it. That's not gonna do it for her. That's not gonna do it for her. Being attracted gets you in the door, but personality keeps you in the door. Hey, 250 shit. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all can't tell me that, like, again, I want to know what professions is like 250 not a lot of money. I mean, 250, a lot of people ain't even breaking 100K, let alone you double, triple that. Yeah. See, which part, Mary? But even after taxes, though, you mean to tell? Look, you're making more than 95 to 98% of the population. And still you can't make that work, but you got people out here with a combined income of less than 250K and they can still make shit shake. Like, a lot of people really be living outside of their means for real. People be in major debt, people, got major credit card debt, people love to just, because they making all this money, they feel like, their expenses have to increase. So, nah, man, it's not a lot. It's more than most. It may not be a lot, but it's more than most. You can't tell me that it's not more than most. It's more than most folks. Most folks is not even Most folks is not even getting over the 6-figure hump. And that's with two people in one household. So if you got one person that's making $250, like, come on, man. Like, well, I mean, you know, Mary, you my cousin and all, but I mean, like, man, that's sounding a bit. Even after taxes, you still clearing more than what a lot of people make. You still clearing that. All right, let's see. All right, I got about 10 minutes, man. About 10 minutes here, man. I got and I need some short form content. I need some short form content, man. So I got a couple Land of Delusion clips here, man. All right, let's see. Let's go to tonight's conversation, man. Y'all already know. Tonight's conversation, y'all know they gonna give us some material here. All right, let's see. Here we go.
This guy at work.
Okay. All right. So apparently this guy at work. I met this guy at work. Here we go.
Everything was going great, and then I found out he was married. So we took a break from talking.
Took a what?
A break.
First mistake was talking to a guy at work. Work relationships never work out that great.
Okay, continue.
So I got a no caller ID call. His wife called me. So she put him out, and he called me, and I let him move in. He got his own place and says he's going to divorce her. He told me he is not ready for anything serious right now. He's trying to grow as a man. So my question is, do I wait until he's ready?
Men will.
Why she even get up here talking this bullshit? It's crazy.
Will always succeed at hurting women so long as there are women like you that are willing to help them. This concept of I don't know this other person and I don't know them anything, so it's okay for me to sleep with this married man and let this married man move in. I would love to give you some self-love advice on how to get out the situation. I would love to tell you that this is a reflection of how you feel about yourself, and the more you start to love yourself, the more you won't find yourself in precarious vibes like this. But what I'm gonna do is tell you to go be with that man so he can give you everything that you deserve. Because it's a way that going to take you through there that you're going to have to learn the hard way. Because the thing about trying to take a bad man from a woman, you're going to get everything that come with that man. When you decide to betray other women by siding with the hurtful men, you feel that in the long run. And then you turn into one of those women that look around going, I don't understand why he did this to me. Nah, the same way you got him. Gonna be the same way you lose them.
You know the interesting part about this whole thing? This is assuming this man wants to promote her. Because here's the thing.
Uh-oh, Ace about to get on his shit. Okay, Ace, what you about to say? Ace about to cook.
Sometimes the only reason I liked you is because I had the stability of my wife. I had all those important things taken care of by somebody that cared about whether or not I went to the dentist, whether my drawers was clean, whether my children was taken care of. I had my 7 at home, and I added your 3. And I was only happy with both of y'all because together you made a 10 in my life. And you keep thinking just because the main one got fired that I'm going to promote you to my main chick. That man with his actions is showing you that you are still a 3 in his life. You was a supplement to him. You was a vacation to him. And what I'm saying is, some don't want to live in Turks. They just want to visit there. And so he is visiting you.
Not visiting Turks.
Still, this is why this man is saying, I'm not ready for a relationship. I want to take it slow because he never saw you as the replacement. He saw you as the supplement. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know, they be trying to go for the viral moments, man. Oh man. I mean, I can't say I disagree. First off, first mistake. Cece, where you been at? Cece, I feel like Cece been watching from behind the bushes the whole time. But shout out to Cece in the building. First mistake was he's married. Like, why are you engaging in a relationship with a married man? But again, see, I'm glad, Cece, I'm glad you here. I'm glad you here. You know, because in a lot in certain, again, what do I say? You are the common denominator here, and you're not gonna argue me. You're not gonna argue me up and down about her not being the common denominator in this certain situation, because she talking about she took a break. There was no break to be had. You shouldn't have been talking to this nigga in the first place. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people really be putting themselves in certain situations and then want to come out of the situations and be like, niggas ain't shit and men ain't this and that. When it's like, no, you put yourself in that situation. If you would have talked to one of your homeboys probably told you, like, girl, why is you fucking around with this nigga? Like, it's not. Why? You know, there's no. And you let them move in? It's one thing to entertain conversation and y'all, you know, do whatever, but you letting the nigga move in? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's delusional, okay? But again, say that's not what I meant. Okay, hey. Well, that's what I meant. It may not be what you meant, but it's what I meant, though. It's what I meant. Because definitely people really do be, I mean, at the end of the day, again, people do really be the common denominator in why their relationships are successful or why they fail. And there's a perfect example right here. Even the videos that I played before with the woman that was like, oh, you know, she was telling the homeboy, like, I probably shouldn't have left my husband. I shouldn't have divorced my husband. Even though he was boring, like, he took care of so much, but now I'm out here in the streets and man, I'm just out here getting ran through. But yeah. All right, let's see. Let's do one more. Let's do this one, man. How to rage bait a man. I thought, do I want to do this one? Nah. Okay, nah. Oh yeah. Let's do that one. All right. How to rage bait a man. All right. Last one here for the night. And I'm going to let y'all go on about the rest of your night.
If you want to rage bait a man, tell him.
All right, let's see. Here we go. If you want to rage bait a man. And another reason why I'm playing this too was because, you know, and again, shout out to CC being in the building right now, because I know CC asked me, you know, we had our conversation a couple weeks ago when she was asking me, like, in what ways do women compete with men? So here we go.
That you think that you could take any man in a fight, because I like to tell men.
Let me back it
If
up.
you want to rage bait a man, tell him that you think that you could take any man in a fight. Because I like to tell men that I think I could take 60% of men in the world in a fight, like I would win. Whether or not that's true, how strongly they argue against you lets you know how misogynistic they are and if they'd be a good partner. Because even if what I'm saying is delusional, why are you spending an hour, 20 minutes, however much time to try to convince me that you have the capacity to harm me? Why are you trying to remind me that you can harm me? For context, I am the same height and weight as a middleweight boxing champion. I am taller than 65% of men on earth who are born. I can squat 320. And I've done some type of martial arts for the past 4 years. Me saying that is not a preposterous thing. And the men I've said that to who are like, yeah, I could see that. Super chill guys, would trust them around my drink unattended. The men who have argued with me literally scare the hoes. It works every single time. If you want to rage bait a man, tell him that you...
Oh man. I mean, if anything, that's not rage bait to me. I would just sit up there and still laugh. I don't care what kind of martial arts training you've had. I don't care if you can squat 320 again. Like I said, you know, like I told Cece a couple weeks ago, like women really do be trying to be in competition with men. What she say? She said that she was taller than the average man. She weighed more than the average man. She's able to squat 320. She's able to do all this and that. Like, man, don't know real man give a fuck about none of that. And what is the point in you even making that comment? And what's the point in that in the first place? If you're supposed to be going out on a date with a guy, like, isn't the point of the date to see if there's a connection, see if, you know, y'all vibe, see if, you know, like, why would you purposely go on a date to, like, try to see what kind of, this is why a lot of folks, a lot of women out here, you know, are gonna be out here single. Like, I don't see the point in that, but you know, let's see what the comments say. Someone said, first comment says, just say you like to argue. Second comment, why would anyone purposely rage bait? That is a real problem in of itself. This is a bad take. My response would be something like, okay. Bro, I just like arguing. What if I start laughing and couldn't stop? This post is layered rage bait. This is 4D chess. Let's see. If they really care about you, the hour they spend arguing is to ensure you don't try to test that theory. That wouldn't rage bait me. It's a pointless conversation. Exactly. Am I the only one that would just laugh? Exactly. Like, this is a flawed concept. Like, I don't know, man. TikTok again, man. Y'all just be getting on here and just saying anything. Like, why would any guy care about that? You really think so? All right, you try it. You can try it. You know, you put all them years of martial arts to use. You know, but I just don't see the point in that. I just don't see the point in that. Let's see. In this situation, both of them wrong. Are you talking about the tonight's conversation video? Or why did you even make that comment? I came in on the wrong time. She's irritating. No, I made that comment because of what I said. You asked me a couple weeks ago on the live stream, you asked me, in what ways do women compete with men? And I told you that, because apparently whenever I say certain things, people will be like, oh, well, I don't know anybody that's like that. My friends don't talk like that. That never happens to me. I don't know anybody that says that. Oh, you just making up stuff. Now, I just played a video where the chick is just basically saying, like, Yo, I squat 320. Yo, I've done 4 years in martial arts. I'm taller than, 60% of men. I weigh the same as, a middleweight boxing champion. Like, all of that sounds like you're trying to be in competition with a man. That's why I brought it up. So. Oh, not me. Oh, not you. I'm talking about her. Okay. Who want to fight a man? And look, a lot of these chicks would. Maybe not you, Mary. Oh, man. Let's see. What time is it, man? It's 1:04. All right, man. Let me get up off of here. It's been fun. I had fun hanging out with y'all tonight and everything, man. But yeah, man, y'all stay safe out here in these streets and everything, man. We back to the regularly scheduled program. I don't have any trips in the foreseeable future. You know what I'm saying? It's time to lock in and get back to it. So we'll be back next Wednesday with another live stream, man. So appreciate y'all coming through. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you go ahead and like the stream on your way out. And if there's anything that you ever want to do in life, man, remember that it requires patience, consistency, and most importantly, it don't happen overnight. See y'all on the next video. Peace.